All right, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I hope you guys are having a good night tonight. Well, Wack 100 finally responded to Jim Jones and Mel Matrix. Jim Jones and Mel Matrix got on the phone in a response to Wack 100 and Tekashi's Clubhouse and their interview prior to that with academics. And let's get right into this. All right, so Wack 100 sends academics a video responding to Jim Jones and Mel Matrix phone call talking about Wack 100 and that he's corny and that he's sitting down with Tekashi, who's a rat and everything. And it's like, why is Jim Jones getting involved in this? It doesn't make sense because Jim Jones is the one that everybody is questioning right now. He was on a wiretap. He was mentioned in court where all his friends were indicted and they were forced to go sit down for, double digits. And yet Jim Jones is out here free. He skated on charges in Virginia. Everybody's questioning that. Even 50 Cent called Jim Jones, he called him a rat, and there's no actual paperwork on everything, but not everybody gets paperwork, not everybody gets paperwork. So, it's spooky. So 50 Cent talked about this about over a year ago. Was it over a year ago at this point? Yeah, I think it was over a year ago. He talked about this. He put up a post after Jim was caught, and him and Jim have gone back many a times on different stuff. But he put up a post, how associate going to come tell everybody on tape on court, coaching Mel to super violate Shorty, but the feds never picked him up because you were doing your job. He had a job to do. And that's spooky because Mel had a informant working in his organization. He was doing business with an informant and didn't even know it to get all his product. So it was sloppy from the jump. So anyways, we all heard Jim Jones and Mel Matrix on the phone the other day. Okay. If I have to play, I'll just play a small snippet of it. I think this is it right here. So this is where they're referring to everything. Where Tekashi, Jim Jones.
He was always a money ploy for the gang members. He got to figure it out, but they gonna have to violate Shorty because Shorty on some bucks.
Money, cars, everything. That Jim Jones did not take care of none of his. I took care of him. And on top of that, Jim Jones was caught on wiretap telling John Mel, look, Jim Jones was caught on wiretap. Jim Jones was caught on wiretap on my case, he was telling the big homie Mel Matrix, John Mel Jones, to go and get rid of my security. How you do it? How you shoot at them? They don't got no license to carry weapons, no nothing in New York. How is that free right now?
So that's what happened on Clubhouse, and that was after they did the interview and everything. Well, after that, a day goes by and we're at today, and Wack 100 responds to Jim because he's like, why would Jim call Mel and not call out Wack himself? Why does he have to call Mel, who's in jail? Jim's outside. Jim could call Wack right up or put up a post, address it in some way, but he wouldn't because he was scared to address it head on. He needed a partner to address it with, so he's going to spin it like, oh yeah, I wanted Mel to have his chance to respond. First of all, if I was Jim Jones, I would be as far away from these guys as possible. These guys are all indicted for other stuff. You were on the wiretaps. I wouldn't be anywhere near it, but he was claiming it in the verses the other day, live on stage, saying he's, Niger and all this stuff. And I was like, oh gosh, man, this guy is a mess. So then Wack 100 puts out a statement towards Jim Jones right now, calling him out.
Hey, yo, Jim Jones, listen. I don't know what your issue with me is, bro. The kid the one called you a snitch, right? Facts is facts, my nigga. I protected you in the interview. I can't stop a nigga on Clubhouse from saying what he gonna say. But that's the internet, homie. And any real street nigga know what conspiracy look like. If you gave an order, and that order was carried out, you know what I'm saying? You got gun cases in Virginia, don't nobody know where they went. The fact that you had to have a nigga from jail call, right? And you on the street, you, my nigga, thought we was better than that. But since you want to direct it to me and not talk about what that man said and what's on the internet, right? What you talking on the wiretap lets me know that you are running from something. Because not one time, Jimmy, right, have you addressed what that man said about you. Don't try to redirect it to Wack name, my nigga. Let's keep it where it's at. 6ix9ine, who admits to cooperating, said you gave an order on a wiretap to commit a violent act that was carried out. Now, any real street nigga know that's conspiracy. Every nigga from your neighborhood that was tied to this kid is incarcerated but you. I'm gonna call a spade, my nigga, since you wanna make it about me. Now I gotta speak, my nigga. Yo, Jim, the world, the streets, you owe an explanation. And niggas need to see that paperwork from that gun case you caught, you know what I'm saying, that other state. Because something, it really ain't adding up, my nigga. And let's not forget, Jimmy, this table from the West Coast called you and Mel Murder and spoke about our discuss with what y'all was doing with 6ix9ine at that time. You guys went to tell us it was a money play. Y'all was accepting him. It was something y'all had control of. It was y'all business. Could we respectfully stay out of it? So the Damus from the West Coast, my nigga, we tried to stop it before it broke. So you tell Mel, who calling out my name, nah, I think the bit is a nigga like him who's supposed to be a G nigga, but got controlled by the bag. And you, Jimmy, you should have let that man do his time, because me and you on the street, we got each other's numbers. We done pulled up on each other, and we still could pull up on each other today, my nigga. You call me for all kind of shit. When you get to Cali, give me your location and all that. So I'm a little confused, my nigga, on why you want to disturb a man that's doing his time and call yourself, you can't hide behind him, homie. He in prison. You was just on the phone with the homie yesterday. And because he didn't tell you what you wanted to hear, you ain't answered his calls. So Jimmy, don't redirect the mother Wack. 6ix9ine went on Clubhouse and called you out on something. That's definitely, you type in Jim Jones wiretap, right? You are issuing an order to commit violence, my nigga. That's conspiracy. You look at it. You need to answer for that, homie. And whatever this gun case niggas don't know you had, you need to answer for that too, my nigga. Focus on that. Just sleep me, my nigga. I done text you 3-4 times, called you 3-4 times, my nigga. But I guess you over there feeling a little nervous. You paying old Mel. I know you paying Mel. I know you giving him a bag. That's cool. I mean, you know, you a rapper, my nigga. I get it. You ain't these other niggas that I know from your neighborhood. You a rapper. But address that, homie. Keep the attention on where it should be. 6ix9ine said it, not Wack, my nigga. The Jedi mind tricks ain't gonna work. Everybody say, Jimmy, we wanna know why, how you ducked the conspiracy case, and where the gun case went. I'ma leave it like that. And when I see you, I see you. And whenever you wanna call me and send the pin drop like you done before, Jimmy, if it's that serious, please do, my nigga. I will oblige you.
Yeah, so basically Jim Jones is bringing a lot of attention on this, And it's crazy, man. I want to shout a few people out in the room. Rich, Measy, Cody, I see you. Marlo, John Cooley Jr., Rich, Zeke, Freeze, Marlo, BOG, I see you. Trev, and TTO. Fan First, I see you guys. Okay, so what do you guys think? Tobias, Galaxy, I see you. So this is insane because Jim Jones, this is kind of like flown under the radar. You haven't seen Tekashi really go at him. Shay, Joshua, Melissa B, Donald, Freeze TV, I see you all. Okay, so Jim Jones was flying under the radar, and he's bringing all this stuff up now. He's going back and forth with Tekashi and Wack 100, bringing the question to the fact, why is Jim Jones free when he was on wiretaps? 50 Cent called this out as soon as the wiretaps hit and said, whoa, what's going on here, Jim Jones? You know, why are you out here and not locked up with everyone else? You were calling shots on the phone. Playboy, I see you. BOG, D, John, Mako, Mac, I see you. Adawan, I see you. We got Gotti Show 2.0. What's good? Stop all capping. Rico Schemes, what's good? And we got King Kobu, what's good? Okay, yeah, it's just weird. Jim Jones is definitely trying to cover something up. He's scared to call Wack by himself. He needed Mel on the phone with him from jail. What's Mel? Mel's in jail for like 10 years plus, unfortunately he is. And, what's he going to do about it? Like, Jim Jones, your name was called out specifically, and you're out in the streets, and you got to defend your honor, and you're not. You're not. He has a lot of explaining to do, like Wack 100 said. Everyone's like, wait a minute. Anybody else would have gone to jail from this, Anybody else would have gone to jail. I'm not it's just too, it's not like you're even wishing jail upon somebody. It's like, yo, what's going on out here? Like, how are you involved in everything and just free? That's more dangerous than anything, because everybody should watch themselves around him. We don't know if he's telling or not, but it's just like, yo, live from Kingsbridge. I used to live right up the hill in Riverdale, man. I see you. Mike D, Scarpola, Kevin, I see you. Brian Granger, and we know Riverdale isn't Kingsbridge. We're right, I'm in the softer part of the Bronx. We know that. That's why I used to live right up the hill in Riverdale. In that big yellow building right there. Yeah, that's where I used to live, above the school. Galaxy 1015, what's good? J-Town, Shay, John Cooley Jr., Melissa B. D says, Jim should have never responded. 21 should have never said anything and just leave it alone. Exactly. You just keep adding to it. Frictional Word Universe. Jordan, what's up? What's up, man? King Kobu. JT, salute. You telling the truth. I'm just saying, it's just weird at this point. Like, if I was Jim, I wouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't be one affiliated with any of that stuff. You have your freedom. You're an adult. To stay away from that. You skipped out. You were lucky you never went in earlier. I think we're all lucky we're alive and everything, from just back, it's like, come on, man. Donald Goings. Jim Jones has a family, and he's still out here trying to play street games, Chuck Dawson, Chester 610. Marlo says, I think Jim liked the attention. I think he does too, because anyone I know that really was in the streets, like Cormega used to be in the streets. He talks about it a long time ago. He's friends with people that are still in the hood, but he's not trying to be actively involved in the streets for 20 years. He made a legit, when you make a legit way from the street, you don't want to go back to that, because you were risking your life before. You were playing Russian roulette with your life. You don't want to go back to that stuff. Jimmy can play his balling track when he by himself. Cody, yay, motivation. Wack was right about conspiracy. Everyone knows that. I mean, we've all seen the movies. We've seen cases before. They're trying to take rappers down now. Let's not ignore that. They're taking rappers down for Rico left and right out here. I would want to stay away from that. The writing's on the wall. The feds want rappers. They want, They want YFN Lucci's. They want the Casanovas. They want the NBA Young Boys. They want all these guys arrested. Who's the guys? Down Glock 9, he got arrested for that. Hot Boy got arrested for that. They want RICO charges. You want to stay away from that kind of stuff. But Jim Jones is running right into it, man. J. Rel, shout out, man. I appreciate you. John Young, Mega Montana. Yeah, I can't wait for Mega's new album. He last time I saw him, he played me some stuff in the car, and I was like, yo, his next album's going to be good, man. Trust me. Pretty Ugly, Jimmy Gilding to there's no paperwork, so I'm not going to directly call on this. It's just weird, that's what you got to say. It's a weird situation with Jim, and the fact that he's still responding, like he hasn't responded to anything when the wiretaps came out and everything. It's just like he says nothing, right? 50 Cent called him out his name and said, yo, Jim, you look suspicious, bro. Like, what's going on? You were on wiretaps. Said nothing, right? But as soon as Wack 100 is just on a Clubhouse, he didn't say anything. Tekashi said it. He goes at Wack. He calls Mel Matrix for cover because he's scared to address it himself with Wack 100 and needs that backup. Like Wack 100 is going to be scared of Mel Matrix phone call. It's like, it's backwards, man. It's backwards. I'm not saying Wack is the toughest guy in the world, but he actually did live a certain life. It's proven. Everybody knows that, right? And he's certified. At least he knows the morals, codes, everything. He's not going to be scared of Mel Matrix. He's going to address it head on like a man, Billy Wolf, Rich, B.O.G. And this isn't perpetuating anything. This is he said, she said at this. He said, she said at this time, like going back and forth. Nobody's going to get hurt behind this or anything. So we're not promoting any type of violence or anything. This is just like facts. What are the facts? That's what we're really talking about here. Because this is getting spooky, as Art King Bay says in the chat. Kwame, I see you. Live with Kajer says, can I get a shout out? Well, shout out to Live with Kajer. Chris the Don, I see you. Yay, new motivation. I don't believe Tekashi can fight, though. I don't think anybody believes Tekashi can fight. He's just talking like that with a blue face. Maybe they get a bag off of that. And you know what? If Tekashi lost, he would probably admit, oh, yeah, he's way better than me. Because honestly, every time, I'm not bigging this kid up. I'm just saying the kid does have, like when he goes to Chicago, he says, I was only there for 10 seconds. I went around the block 20 times to make sure I was safe. Like, he has humility, which a lot of people don't have, But I'm not like co-signing anything he does. I'm just saying that he does admit when he's like totally wrong. He admits he's a snitch. It's like, it's not like he's going against it. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, what do you want? No, it's not pre-recorded. Carl Matter, I see you in the room. Melissa B, he did. You're right, Melissa B. You ain't wrong. He did instigate it. But it's not really instigating anything because honestly, he was calling out a question, Melissa B, on the Jim Jones thing. Like, why was Jim Jones on a wiretap, right? Marlo Stanfield. Shay says, Tekashi about to get it back. Melissa, once again, they fell for it. You're right, Melissa B. It just keeps him hotter. When all these guys fall for it and they start going back and forth with him, keeps him red hot out here, Chicken King, Jordan, what's good, man? Alpo, Tekashi won't. That's true. Alpo, I would not be talking sideways about. Remember how quickly Jim Jones and all them wanted that scrubbed when they said Alpo was at his birthday party? He wanted that scrubbed from the internet. Lovely E, this is just crazy. Well, no, Jim Jones deserves to be called out. It's spooky, Lovely E, trust me. This is justified. Jordan Tower, what's up, bro? Chris the Don in the room. I see you, bro. 1017 TV. Yeah, he's looking crazy. T. Rayleigh. What's happening, man? Good. He keep knocking on the devil's door. It's true. Meech Harvey says, Max B out, JT. Time for a video. He's not out. What makes you think Max B is out of jail? Max B is not out of jail yet. Max B won't be released, let's see, till the last time I saw he has a release date pending is 2024. I check it every once in a while, but trust me, he's not out yet. I don't know who told you he was out. You would know if he was out. He'd be on every blog. Trust me. I said, because you mentioned Fed wanted rappers. You're right, Billy Wolf. AR-App, he's another one that they took to court. You know, and they wanted him. You know, they want to lock down this stuff. Wack put work in when he was floating. Yeah, exactly. Wack was putting work in the death row days, you know, like way before any of our times, right? So he has a lot of experience in seeing things change and everything. And that, you know, does he troll every once in a while? Yeah, he does. He gets the internet, you know, just like 50 Cent does. 50 Cent trolls. TR, always listening, JD. I appreciate that, bro. Me Harvey says Jadakiss said it at the Versus. What did he say? What? Oh, no. He said free Max B. He didn't say, and he also said free Mel, free Shoddy. He said all that. Wack put work. Let's see. Said Finale says, honestly, Tekashi has been 100% real about this situation. Well, he's divulged a lot. Yeah, we know that. Jadakiss was the Versus. Yes, he was. 21 Savage showed his true colors, though. That didn't look good for 21 Savage when he was on live because was on one of those rooms because Wack just kept backing him into a corner and he just kept saying, say less, say less, say less. Nothing's good. What does that mean? Say less. This man's said he's gonna open slap you, 21 Savage. You know, it's like stand for something, you know? And you were calling him lame from the jump. When he started doing that, when I heard that, I was like, whoa. I wouldn't be calling Wack lame. I would just say, why did you do that? You're calling him lame like he's beneath you and he's gonna take it like that. I knew that was gonna go left when he started saying that. King Kobu says, the situation makes you wonder about everything. It makes you wonder, why did Cameron get away from them? He got away from them, moved to Miami because Jim Jones is the reason that Dipset broke up. I did a video on that the other day. The reason why Dipset didn't look all together is because they broke up in 2007 because when Cameron went at 50 Cent on the radio, Jim and Juelz formed an alliance and said, we're not going with Cam on this. And they broke away on their own and showed solidarity with 50 Cent instead of Cameron. Cameron felt betrayed by that, as I would. I just helped make you guys millionaires, right? Even though you were with me and helped me, I helped you too, and you betrayed me and went with 50 Cent. So he got away from them for years, and they actually had, Juelz and Cameron had words over contracts and some other stuff, like, you know, Juelz using certain substances, which hurt his teeth. And then, you know, I'm not saying that to be funny. That actually happened, you know. And then Jim felt like he was the leader of Dipset with Ball and Success and all the other records. And he was doing it. But he got away from Jim and didn't show that respect at the time. He thought he was the leader. And it caused a divide in Dipset where you saw Juelz and Jim all the time and Cameron doing his own thing. And that lasted for a long time until Juelz and Cam eventually came back together in 2014 and 15. And they did some records with a DJ. I forget the DJ's name. Was it Gold something? I don't know. Anyways, they did that. And that was on Complex. Then Jim and Cam had a rough relationship. Then it really boiled over when Jim did that interview with Funk Flex. They got everything out of their system. D Spears, I don't know what you're talking. You know what? Get out of here, bro. You're tripping. And then Cam didn't really run on Jim first, okay? Jim had a problem with True Life, if you're talking about that. Jim got himself into something with True Life. Cameron back there because he was like, yo, I have nothing to do with this. That was a weird situation. Jim was going around trying to be a bully for years, you know what I mean? Which is fine. And then Jim and Cam got back together with Juelz, which is great to see. But it's never going to be the same. Just like G-Unit coming back together would never be the same. Just like when you see Fat Joe and Remy, it's not the same as it was before Remy went against Fat Joe back in 2007 and 8, you know? It's never the same when that trust is broken. And a trust was broken. Like, of course, Tony Yayo and 50 Cent, they're like brothers, And I think that Lloyd Banks could always come back into the fold, even though he's kind of keeping his distance at this point, and they have their little tiff. It's more playful. It didn't cross disrespect. Young Buck in the Game, it crossed a line, and the Game was kind of inserted anyways to help out Dr. Dre. So anyways, that's why things don't look as unified. The Lox have had issues, but it was behind the scenes. None of you ever knew about that. And they had brotherly issues that they worked out in the studio. And that's why they're so tight-knit. They're like actual brothers, man. And they just know each other like the back of their hands. That's why it looks so perfect at Versus. But I thought Dipset had better records on their discography. But it's really about execution. The way the Lox executed the Versus, they took Dipset out that night because they weren't organized. They were the winning champions that night. I mean, it was painfully obvious. The Lox is the better rap group. Maybe the Dipset have more hit records. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you're talking about skills. Jadakiss and all of them have way better skills. The Lox are men, as Freeze says. You're right. Dipset are, I would say they're swag rappers, and they got lyrics. They're from New York. They got the lyrics, but I don't know. Didn't True Life slap him? Yes, he did. But, everyone was young back then, so that happened. Someone said, did Max B get at Jim? Yes, that's a whole nother story, bro. But, Max was writing a lot for Jim, and Jim was kind of holding Max back when Max knew he only had a few years before he could go back. He had to go back to jail. He was fighting a case, and Jim wasn't letting him be great. So Max had to make money for his family, and Jim was holding him back from getting a major deal or any kind of deal, and it messed him up, but he let bygones be bygones. Jordan Towers, you were tripping on the Lox landslide. Nah, I love the Lox. As you know, I have 30 videos with the Lox, and I like Dipset too. I was just looking at paper, okay? At paper, if they were organized at Dipset, and if they made it feel like Dipset, they might have had a fight. It might have been a closer battle, but it didn't even feel like Dipset that night. It felt like the Lox. They overpowered him. I thought it was going to be close, if anything, Oh, yeah, Max B started a whole movement. You're right. And there wouldn't be a French Montana if there was no Max, because French Montana was doing things on DVDs, but Max really gave French Montana a torch when he went on. Freeze says, vacant lot, shout out to Dame Grease. Yeah, Dame Grease is the best. Do I like anime? I never really got into it, but I know a lot of people like it. Locke's been doing shows. Dipset breaks up all the time. It's true. They publicly break up. Red Ghost, YouTube, I see you. Slim, Galaxy, lovely. Chris the Don, Hamaza, said Finley, I see you all in the room. Who else? Lewis Powell, I see you. Greg Lewis. We got Slim, Body Bag Bricks. IMD Craze. What's good, bro? We got a lot of people in the room. I appreciate you. So talk to me. Someone says Wack 100 is an industry plant who works. No, he isn't. Okay, that's totally wrong. He used to work with Suge Knight and do a lot of other stuff. He manages the game. Ray J, he's definitely not an industry plant. So you're wrong about that. Someone says Jordan Tower, you should interview Tekashi. Nah, I don't have to interview Tekashi. There's nothing to interview him. Wack 100 asked him everything and hard questions that only Wack 100 could ask him. Mike B said, I did an interview with Max B. He's cool. Yeah, Max B is very cool. Dame Grease was way better than Swizz. Obvious. Come on, that's a given. Dude, Dame Grease was those first DMX albums. Even though Swizz might have had that single, Dame Grease brought a different vibe to everything. Dame Grease is like really talented, bro. JT not sitting down. No, I actually, Meech, even though I have my principles and morals, I would sit down with anyone and ask them hard questions, Meech. That's what part of being in entertainment is. You know, I'm in entertainment. Would I hang out with somebody who read it? Probably not, because it's a safety issue at that point. And what does this person stand for if they did that? You know, like, I can understand in a way why he did it because of the whole thing. Like, I think that Nine Trey's just as guilty for trying to use him, and he was trying to use them. I think they're both dirty, you know, to be honest with you. And unfortunately, a lot of people went to jail behind it, you know, trying to make it in a way that wasn't so clean, you know. Wack exposing the truth. Don't be mad at him. Mac Reese says that. Terry Not Scary. What's good? Villain Vision. Meech Harvey. Lovell A. D12. What are you talking about? Powerful Being YouTube Review Queen. What's good? Open up. I want my cupcake. Oh my God. I know what you're talking about, EDP. Oh man. Let's see. Jay feels way better. Mike B says Wack and Tekashi have something cooking together. I don't know about that. I think that, you know, he understands them a little better and they understand each other a little better, and that's about it. I think some repurposing might have occurred. Lewis says, you think some guys will ever jump on verses? Jay-Z, Nas, Drake? No, absolutely not. Not now. Maybe later. But, like, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the Lox is going to be the first group that the Versus is going to create opportunities for. Because on this Versus, people realized how much they underestimate Jadakiss, Styles P, and Sheik Luch. I think they're going to be the first group. Most groups that do Versus, they're acknowledging that they're a legacy act at this point, you know, and they're looking back at they're looking back at the boards and seeing what they put on the boards so people can remember that. The Lox, you're recognizing, whoa, they were underrated. And you know what? I think Jadakiss, Styles P, and Sheik are going to get a lot of opportunities from doing that Versus. They dominated so much on that Versus that they're definitely going to get opportunity. Macri says streets need answers, Jim. They do. I mean, that Wack 100 is not wrong. Big John, what's good, my G? I see you. Terry Not Scary, TR, Holden Caulfield, I see you. Chris Wendell, salute, bro. Meech Harvey, Mac Reese. I'm trying to shout out as many people as possible that are in the room. Will the Deal, I see you. Lewis Powell. Meech Harvey, Kiss really top 5. Yeah, nah, he's in there, man. Kiss is doing things effortlessly. Would you make a song with Tekashi if you were an artist? Probably not. Oh, did you guys hear that Kanye took the baby off of his album? You saw that? And Kanye's not even releasing his album till next week. At the end of next... Wait. 15th. So, like, more than a week from now. Like, a whole 8 days from now, Kanye is releasing pre-orders for his album. He's waiting for Drake to drop, man. He's waiting for Drake to drop. Let's be honest. At this point, we can see, okay, you're waiting for Drake to drop. Okay? You're not waiting for your album to be perfect. Wack just keeping it 100. He is. Well, he was called out. Cold-Blooded Monstars. Yes. Tekashi would beat Blueface down. I don't know about that. Brendo Blue. JT, how's workout going? It's going better. I bought a... AMT machine that's making it a lot easier to work out every day. So the weight's slowly coming off. I'd say 7 pounds a week. It's going to take me a couple more weeks to feel good, and then I can start building up muscle. But I'm getting there, man. And I'm eating a lot cleaner now. You know, I found a good way to eat. So I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you. They need to leave the baby alone. Yeah, they do. I mean, at this point, it's like, okay, you took a lot from him. At this point, I think he gets it. The baby messed up. I really love all gay people, for the record. Yeah, he does. I mean, I have no problem with anyone being gay, and neither should you. If someone is gay, that's their choice. But I think he was just upset that, like, his kids get it marketed to him, and he said something about it on stage at a festival where he shouldn't have said it. But they went hard at him, man. They went hard at him, you know, and he's losing a lot. Brando Blue, thank you, man. I'm working hard at it. Yeah, I'm working hard. Do you like Mexican food, Jordan Tower? Of course. I had my cheat day today, and I went to a Mexican place to have some tacos, man. Mexican food is delicious. Going against Drake, brave for Kanye. I think he just wants to compete. I think that keeps him going. Damba, I see you. Chris Wendell, Wack is 100% right. Real talk. Bless up, bro. Been a minute. Smack Shade, what's good? D, post your diet. Once I perfect it, right now I'm just eating shrimp and vegetables, but I think I'm gonna get it down to just juicing. I'll talk about it on One Live about health, because you know what? That's the main thing to keep your body healthy. I know we all got to take the theory, at the pharmacy at one point, but also you got to be healthy. Take your vitamins, lose weight. That'll also help boost you up. Big John says, hit that like button. Everyone smash the like button. Let's watch this Wack 100 thing again. Now that we got more people in here, let's talk about it.
Hey, yo, Jim Jones, listen. I don't know what your issue with me is, bro. The kid the one called you a snitch, right? Facts is facts, my nigga. I protected you in the interview. I can't stop a nigga on Clubhouse from saying what he gonna say. But that's the internet, homie. And any real street nigga know what conspiracy look like. If you gave an order, and that order was carried out, you know what I'm saying? You got gun cases in Virginia, don't nobody know where they went. The fact that you had to have a nigga from jail call, right? And you on the street, you, my nigga, thought we was better than that. But since you want to direct it to me and not talk about what that man said and what's on the internet, right? What you talking on the wiretap lets me know that you are running from something. Because not one time, Jimmy, right, have you addressed what that man said about you. Don't try to redirect it to Wack name, my nigga. Let's keep it where it's at. 6ix9ine, who admits to cooperating, said you gave an order on a wiretap to commit a violent act that was carried out. Now, any real street nigga know that's conspiracy. Every nigga from your neighborhood that was tied to this kid is incarcerated but you. I'm gonna call a spade, my nigga, since you wanna make it about me. Now I gotta speak, my nigga. Yo, Jim, the world, the streets, you owe an explanation. And niggas need to see that paperwork from that gun case you caught, you know what I'm saying, that other state. Because something, it really ain't adding up, my nigga. And let's not forget, Jimmy, this table from the West Coast called you and Mel Murder and spoke about our disgust for what y'all was doing with 6ix9ine at that time. You guys went to tell us it was a money play. Y'all was accepting him. It was something y'all had control of. It was y'all business. Could we respectfully stay out of it? So Don Moose on the West Coast, my nigga, we tried to stop it before it broke. So you tell Mel who calling out my name, nah. I think the bitch is a nigga like him who's supposed to be a G nigga but got controlled by the bag. And you, Jimmy, you should have let that man do his time. Because me and you on the street, we got each other's numbers. We done pulled up on each other. And we still can pull up on each other today, my nigga. You call me for all kind of shit. When you get to Cali, give me your location and all that. So I'm a little confused, my nigga, on why you want to disturb a man that's doing his time and call yourself, you can't hide behind him, homie. He in prison. You was just on the phone with the homie yesterday. And because he didn't tell you what you wanted to hear, you ain't answered his calls. So Jimmy, don't redirect the mothers. Wack. 6ix9ine went on Clubhouse and called you out on something. That's definitely, you type in Jim Jones wiretap, right? You are issuing an order to commit violence, my nigga. That's conspiracy. You look at it. You need to answer for that, homie. And whatever this gun case niggas don't know you had, you need to answer for that too, my nigga. Focus on that. Just me, my nigga. I done text you 3-4 times, called you 3-4 times, my nigga. But I guess you over there feeling a little nervous. You paying old Mel. I know you paying Mel. I know you giving him a bag. That's cool. I mean, you know, you a rapper, my nigga. I get it. You ain't these other niggas that I know from your neighborhood. You a rapper. But address that, homie. Keep the attention on where it should be. 6ix9ine said it, not Wack, my nigga. The Jedi mind tricks ain't gonna work. Everybody say, Jimmy, we wanna know why, how you ducked the conspiracy case, and where the gun case went. I'ma leave it like that. And when I see you, I see you. And whenever you wanna call me and send the pin drop like you done before, Jimmy, if it's that serious, please do, my nigga. I will oblige you.
So I see two people in the room here, Holden and Matt Dillon. They say, you guys are trying to get Jim locked up. Okay, so we put Jim on a wiretap and told him to deal with gangs for the past 12 years. Told him to, conspire with Mel Matrix to get something done to Tekashi, and told him to respond to Tekashi and Wack 100 with Mel Matrix, who's already been found guilty on the phone. Guys, stop. Stop right now, okay? If Jim didn't want it to stay, why am I bringing it up? Because it's in the news. Are you crazy, Matt? You sound dumb right now, bro. Seriously, okay? Are you crazy, bro? Look at the internet. Jim is all over the internet. He shouted out 6ix9ine and Mel Matrix during Versus the other night. Are you crazy? And you're coming at me like, why am I bringing it up? Oh, yeah, well, let's act like it doesn't exist. Jim's supposed to be the realist, right? He's a gangster, right? Hold him to that. Jeez, you guys are crazy, bro. Like, yo, go sit down somewhere, man. These are, you can't do it. I appreciate you being in here and you're trying to call me out for some reason. But listen, bro, I appreciate you being in here, but just know that, hey, if you're let down about Jim Jones doing all this and you're trying to make excuses for it, I understand, because you're let down that somebody you looked up to for years and listened to his music, and he is acting a fool out here. He's not acting like an adult that really should know better than to involve himself in all this kind of stuff. As soon as all those guys got indicted, you should have fell all the way back like a car seat at that point, man. Because you know what? You have a family, and staying home for your family, you're making legitimate money. You don't need to be around all that kind of stuff because you guys got to be gangster and you got to show you're gangster. That stuff goes out the window in your 20s, bro. Okay? Seriously. Trying to be tough and all that. Anyone I know that's smart and that was actually in the street, bro. Think about it. I was taught how to act by Core Mega, right? This is one of the realest rappers in the game. In the game, okay? This guy will tell you everything he did back in the day was foolish. He would. Because he risked his life and his freedom. And he actually lost years for something he didn't even do. Okay? And nowadays he preaches that stuff. He might still be friends with some of his friends from the street days, but he's not involving himself in anything that could risk his freedom. Okay? Core Mega is the truth, and I was lucky to meet him when I was 19, 20, and he coached me how to act. I would have probably lost my life in this music video stuff if Core Mega hadn't instilled certain values and everything in me. So I always salute him, and we're friends to this day. To this day, me and him are friends. That's one of my best friends. Like how you saw me with Shorty Low, Cormega is even more than that. I've known him since the very beginning of my career, and we've been friends. He comes to my house, I go to his house, we're friends, you know? And that's rare. You don't throw that word around friends. I learned that the hard way. Anyways, enough of that, okay? Jim Jones did this to himself, and now questions got to be asked. Now, he's put a highlight on it where he could have just ignored it. But when Tekashi brought it up, he should have ignored it. When you engage, and he didn't even address Tekashi in his response. He addressed Wack 100, the interviewer, and Wack 100 is going to call him out on it, and now he's going to put pressure. What do you think's going to happen now? Already, 50 Cent called Jim Jones out for his wiretap, right? Over a year and a half ago. It got swept under the rug. People forgot about it. Jim Jones has dropped an album, a classic album, might I add. Jim Jones is like one of the best rappers at the Dipset right now, okay? He dropped a classic album last year, okay? He's done verses and everything. Tekashi brings this up now. I was wondering when that was going to happen. That was going to happen at one point. And he responds to Wack 100. Now Wack 100 is going to put that pressure on him about answering what happened with the Virginia case where you got caught with a weapon in a car, and what happened with this wiretap stuff where you were committing conspiracy on the phone that you can listen to on YouTube, right? He's going to put that pressure on him now. I'm nothing. Wack 100, 50 cents now is going to jump on this and be like, yeah, Jim, what's up with that? And it's going to become a topic that Jim's going to have to address now, and I don't think he's going to be able to address it, okay? So that's all, you know? It's just silly out here. It's just silly. King Don Alberto, I see you, A1 everything. Listen, I wish Jim wasn't involved in any of this because I really like him as a rapper. And, you know, he's a good part of Dipset. He plays a great rapper role. And, you know, he is a real dude from Harlem, right? Or he's not really from Harlem. He's from the Bronx. But, you know, he reps Harlem, you know? And we all like Jim Jones, okay? But he's acting a little goofy right now because he's in his mid-40s, still trying to be part of the streets, you know, and linked to the streets, you know. And it's had, yeah, of course, R.I.P. Shorty Low every day, man. I miss him very much. Why are you putting that zesty? Is that a zesty picture? I didn't mean to put a zesty picture of Wack up. Okay. Here, there's a picture of Jim Jones now. Okay. If you want a picture of Jim Jones, I don't know. Anyways, this is just crazy, bro. I cannot believe Jim Jones engaged with this, and I knew this was going to happen. If he engaged, Wack 100 was going to put that pressure on him, and he did, okay? And now it's just going to keep going back and forth. You even saw, look, Tekashi even reacted to the picture here. He said, yeah, Wack, like he was doing in that clubhouse. I don't know, man. If I was Jim, I would have ignored it. Salute to Academics, because obviously that was sent to Academics directly for his Instagram, and you know you got to keep the tag on it because it was sent for him, so I kept the tag on it, and he put it up. Jimmy fumbled. Well, you know, this will pass. People will forget about this. Jim will work past this. I think that he thought this would end it, putting Mel Matrix on the phone, and it didn't. 2-2, we open. I see you, Danbug, IMD Craze, Mac, Jose. I'm trying to shout out certain people. Meme, I see you in the room. Coletto Boss, I see you. Damba, Greg, Meech, Jerry, Ray. Are you adding me on Twitter? Okay, thanks, man. HDG, D, yes, sir. King Don, James Game. Jim used to get at me back in the day with the Max B stuff. I used to mess with Max B. I used to mess with Jim Jewels. I did one thing with Jim, nothing crazy. And I used to mess with all these guys. But Max B, the Max B thing, that's on Max if he wants to say something. And Jim would come at me, and I was like, yo, when he used to come at me, I used to say, yo, that's why I have that footage of him in studio. I met him in studio. I didn't run from it. I went and met Jim in studio, and I explained to him, yo, whatever Max B says is on Max B. I'm not telling Max B to go at you. You guys have an issue. You're free to respond here and set the record straight of why Max the way he does. And you can respond and you can put your story out. And that's it. But don't involve me like I'm the problem that Max B's out there. Max, it's different now. Max B has a platform. This isn't back in the days, you know? I'm not worried about Jim comments. I'm just telling people they want to believe that Jim's their hero. It's not, Carlo, I see you in the room. Damn, you came late, bro. But it's cool. I'm about to get off in a little bit. But I'm going to stay on for a little while longer. HBP, what's good? My mic starts acting funny after like an hour. I have a good mic too. I think I got to get one of those boxes where it connects through a XLR cable. Denise, what's good? Meech, T Rally, Jamar, I see you. John Doe, Roj, Calhoun Page. Calido is $2,500, but he probably never paid that back. He had it too. He was trying to act like he didn't have it. One Hartford, RJ, Luke King, John Doe, Roj, Luke. I see you. Damn, but Sweet Daddy. What kind of room is it? Yeah, my mic is acting silly right now. It keeps going like it has low power. It's trying to reconnect. I don't know. It keeps acting silly. Sorry about that. The Real, Max Dillon. Who's Wack talking about when he said the homie? Didn't give Jim the answer you wanted to hear. Jim had called someone that was close to Wack. And I guess he didn't get the answer he was trying to hear on that side. T Rally, I see you. X-Man, Prophecy. I appreciate everyone, Rob. You came a little late, but it's okay, bro. Sorry, my mic is acting crazy. Greg Navarro, I appreciate you, bro. I see you in the room. We've been on for like... I got to put a new video up in a little bit, and I got to reset my computer because something's acting so stupid. But, Scheme, you're so misinformed. I'm way beyond that, bro. Got to do your research on Jordan Tower News, Jordan Tower Films. I appreciate you all. I love you all. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching. And I will check in. Dallas, love, I see you, bro. You're always in the room. John Doe, I see you. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace. Sorry, my mic's going in. I got to restart my computer. It's acting silly over here. It's acting silly. Yeah, I pushed this thing too hard. Alexis Navarro, what's good? John Smoke, I see you, bro. The Real. Okay, I'll check you guys later. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you. Greg Navarro, everybody, man. T. Rayleigh, everybody. Carlo. All right, I'll see you guys later. This is Jordan Tower with JT News.